and welcome to another episode of Baking with Chickens. I'm going to try something different today. Let's do a bake-along recipe. Since we're all kind of stuck at home, I thought this would be fun. So come bake with me. I'm going to make the Carrot Cake Swirly Bun recipe by KatieBird Bakes. This is something I've been eyeballing for a long time and I've wanted to make. So get the recipe in the description, the link below. Download it, check it out, buy all your ingredients, and then let's make this recipe with me. I'm just gonna make it, walk through all of the steps. There's gonna be a lot of opportunities here where you're gonna be cooking and you can just hit pause whenever you need and then come back and join me again when you're ready to move on, okay? Let's get this recipe going and I'm so excited to eat them when they're done. So the recipe says, combine the milk, oil, and sugar in a large pot and place over medium just before boiling. Turn off the heat and let the mixture cool until warm to the touch, about 105 to 110 degrees. So here's a good time to take a pause, do your part of the recipe, and then come back when you're done and ready to add in the yeast, okay? My milk is warm enough, and I'm gonna add the yeast. Here we go. Don't die, yeast. I want to hit pause right here while we wait that 1 to 2 minutes so that we're not just sitting here twiddling our thumbs. Now's a good time. All right, so my yeast has been sitting for 1 to 2 minutes. I think it's good. So next it says add in the vanilla. I'm gonna add in my 1 teaspoon of vanilla. My grated carrot and my spices. So I grated my carrots earlier. That ended up being the perfect amount. And it says stir it all together with a wooden spoon until evenly combined and dough has formed. Okay. It's kind of more like soup than a dough, but all right, I'm just gonna trust the process here. Just cover and let it sit on the stove to rise for about an hour. Alright, so now's a good time. Pause right here. We're gonna let this sit for an hour. I'm gonna go prep the ingredients for the filling, so the brown sugar and all of the spices. Come back to this video in about an hour after your yeast is risen, and then we're gonna roll it out and finish out this recipe. Alright, we're back. That was the longest hour I've ever had to wait. But did you check on your dough and did it rise, like double in size? Mine did. Oh my goodness. Okay. So, check it out. It doubled in size, like it should. And then, ooh, yeah, it's got like nice little gluten strands. So now that this is done, add the remaining ½ cup of flour along with baking powder, baking soda, and salt. Stir until completely combined. Here goes. Oh my goodness. Put your muscle in it. Stir. Oh my god. Getting your arm workout yet? I am. Okay. Excellent. All right, divide the dough in half and roll out 1/2 of a dough on a floured surface. Let me get my stuff set up, and you set yours up too, okay? And then it also says make your brown sugar and spice. So if you haven't done that yet, take a second to make your spices and get your butter at room temp and soft and melty. So if you haven't done that yet, now's a good time. Seems like it. How's yours turning out? Does it look good? their dough rolling. I know, it's really sticky, huh? But I think that's how it should be. I'm so excited to eat these. I think this is the hardest part, is like sitting around waiting for this to be done, because all I want to do is eat them. So I'm trying to roll it into a rectangle as best that I can. Not so much like an oval or like a circle. Okay, that's kind of 12 by 8-ish, I guess. Yeah. Mr. Baking Chickens, will you come here? Can you measure this for me with your handy dandy tool? Okay, is that?
That's 6.
Okay, so it's 6.
And then 6. That's 12.
Close enough. So I'm gonna take half my butter. Spread the butter around. What's the butter for?
Yeah.
Mr. Baking Chickens asks. The butter is to make it gooey and delicious. So the butter is also to help it kind of be like a glue for this brown sugar mixture. Sprinkle half of the brown sugar mixture on top. So I already mixed my brown sugar with all of the spices ahead of time into one big bowl. If you haven't done that, do that before you start this process. Now it says to start with the long edge, roll the dough towards me. Moving your fingers evenly back and forth across the dough until it's tightly coiled with the seam down. Cut into 8 even rolls with a sharp knife and placed in a greased pie plate or 9-inch round cake pan. 8 even pieces, so 1, right?
Do you need my measuring stick?
Don't be dirty, Mr. Baking Chicken. This is a family-friendly show. Alright, so I have my cake pan and I sprayed it with a nonstick spray a little bit earlier. Preheat your oven to 375. Let the rolls rest on top of the oven for 15 to 20 minutes until they've risen slightly. So these need to like rise a little bit more and like fill out the pan before it bakes. Check it out. They rose pretty nicely, huh? So now they go into the oven for about 20 to 22 minutes until golden brown, and then I'm gonna make the cream cheese icing while these are baking. Frosting extravaganza! All right, so I'm putting my whole stick of butter with softened cream cheese. Now it says whisk to combine. All right, there we go. Now we're coming together. There we go. All right, so cream cheese and butter, whisk. And then add vanilla. All right, so you can add vanilla extract, or I have a vanilla pod that I've been saving, and I'm gonna use this so it has a pretty like vanilla bean flecks in the frosting. So I'm gonna whisk this together. I'm gonna put in a pinch of salt. So whisk this together, and then it says add in milk 1 tablespoon at a time until it's a pourable consistency. Yeah, I think this is good because once I put it on, it's gonna start melting. Let's taste it. Oh no, you know what? Very, very important. I almost forgot the sugar. Whoops. Add in the sugar. This recipe calls for 1 cup of powdered sugar. I'm gonna try 3/4. All right, yeah, this is way better. Okay. Perfect. Now it's nice and creamy and runny. Look how pretty it is with the vanilla bean in it. Pull these out of the oven. so pretty. Look how good they turned out, you guys. So I am going to let these cool before putting the frosting on, and then I'm gonna eat them. They're cooled, they're ready, and I'm gonna put some icing on it. But first I'm gonna put on this plate. Hi. Now to get it on this plate, 1, 2, 3. All right, put my cream cheese frosting on here. It's gonna be so good. You are so tasty. So you can put it on still warm, but you don't want it too hot, because if you put your icing on here while it's hot, it's just gonna like melt and goo all over the place, which also delicious and very good. I'm so excited right now. All right. Look at how pretty it is. Okay, so check it out. You can see the little flecks of carrots. It's nice and soft and yeasty. This bakealong has now turned into a mukbang, which is an Korean eating show. All right, you ready? I've literally dreamed of this for so long. And it's so good. It's soft and pillowy. And it smells just like a carrot cake, but it's not a carrot cake, which makes it even better. And it's like chewy, like a cinnamon bun. And the frosting just like, this is so good, you guys. I hope you're enjoying yours just as much as I'm enjoying mine. Thank you for watching Baking with Chickens. Please tell your friends, hit the subscribe button. I really appreciate it. Check out bakingwithchickens.com and follow me on Instagram @bakingwithchickens. Thank you so much, and see you next time.